Hi Makerspace friends, welcome to another episode of Digital Makery. Today we're going to run through a tutorial on how to use GarageBand without any physical musical instruments. As we all understand and abide by the current situation that we're in, we might not have all the musical instruments or equipment at home, so we will need to improvise to keep on boosting the creative juices that are in our heads. Also, first things first, be sure that you have GarageBand installed on your computer. So I'm just going to run through, and this is how it's going to look like when you open up GarageBand. So what you're going to do is you're just going to click on Empty Project. You can either double click it or you can click on Choose. And it's going to come up here. So you're going to choose Software Instrument. What you see here is a multi-output device, but generally and by default it should be built-in output for you. If it doesn't, you can just click on it. You can just make the changes accordingly. So output device has to be built-in output and input device has to be built-in input. And this is if you don't have any instrument or equipment with you and if you're not connecting to any audio interface at home. So go ahead and click on Software Instrument and hit Create. By default, it's going to open up a classic electric piano and it's going to open up the musical typing board. If you don't have it, you can just hit Command K or you can go to Window and just hide or show musical typing. So let's just give it a test. Sounds promising. So let's not look at that first. Well, what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to hide the musical typing. And I'm going to hit the plus sign here, which adds a new track. And you're going to hit on Drummer. So this drummer track will give you a whole lot of presets that you can select from. It depends on the genre of music that you'd like to play with. Will it be rock, alternative, or anything that is on here. So, for example, if you click on Kyle Pop Rock, it would all depend on the tempo that you're setting. So if you want it to be faster, you can just bring up the tempo. So I'm just going to go with 100 beats per minute. But instead of using the rock, I'm going to go with Latin percussion. So once you click on it, it'll automatically change the drummer settings. Sounding promising as well. I like that. So what we're going to do is, I'm not going to go ahead and play on the classic electric piano yet. What I'm going to go is, I'm going to create another track and click on Software Instrument. I'm going to go to Bass and click on, test it out and let's see. So we're going to open up the musical typing again, Command K. Not bad. So I'm going to bring down the octave by clicking on Z. So that's how a bass should sound like. And I'm going to click on this cycle range here. This region here. It says cycle range. It's actually a loop. So it just keep on looping the 4 bars that I've just selected. So I'm just going to hit, and I'm just going to try and jam. 3, 4. I like that. I like how it sounds. So I'm just gonna hit record. You can hit the R button on your music on your keyboard, or you can hit the red button here. So I'm just gonna hit the R button. I'm back to the first point. So you can just hit enter or return, and it'll go back to the first bar. You're gonna hit R. 2, 3, 4. That's it, 4 bars. Let's listen to it. Sounds promising. So next step is I'm gonna choose the next instrument. So I'm just gonna go, since we're going Latin, I'm just gonna go with the organ. Maybe let's see how it sounds like. Oh, we're gonna bring up the octave. Sounds promising. Let's try this. Yeah, I like this organ. just gives this 70s vibe. So let's try and jam to it. 3, 4. All right, so I'm just gonna hit record. 2, 3, 4. All right, let's listen to it. Sounds okay. So we've got the bass, we've got the rhythm. Now I'm just gonna create some melody or a lead. So create another software instrument. Maybe this time let's go with the vibraphone. So we're back here, so we're just gonna jam and see how the vibraphone sounds like with the rest of the other instruments. So let's give it a try again. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Hey, and this is just me trying out how it sounds like. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. So right now, this is just how you boost your creative juices and just try out whatever music that you want to do. You can just undo, hit Command Z. Just keep on jamming to this music. Just keep on jamming. If you think you like how it sounds like, you can just go ahead and hit create. So, all the best. Have fun. Give it a try and see what it sounds like. You can share with the Makerspace team how it sounds like. You can share with your advisory. Go ahead and give it a try and see how it's being shared. Maybe you can actually produce your own music from this. So go ahead. And if you have any ideas, feel free to share it with us. Feel free to share it with your friends and your advisory. And have fun. Stay safe and stay healthy. Have a great day.